Well, g'day again folks. Uncle Roddus here with another edition of the random shelf pulls from the CD collection to show you. So the missus, my partner, has pulled out another 10 CDs randomly from my CD collection for me to listen to over the next week. Not having a lot of success actually getting through all the CDs that have been pulled off the shelf, or the amount of records that are coming in at the moment, and being busy with other things and distractions and that, but managed to listen to most of last week's collection. So let's get straight into it. So what we're listening to at the moment is this CD here, Dave, Birchbinder and Odessa Habana. So this is off John Zorn's Zadok label, and this is one of the radical Jewish culture CDs. It's actually number 177. This is nice jazz, Cuban sort of music. Yeah, I really like this one actually. It's a really good one. One of the better ones that I've got off the Zadok label. Highly recommended. The next one that she picked off the shelves is a Rolling Stone compilation that I picked up quite some time ago. Rock is Back, yep, your new favourite bands. The Vines, the Hives, the D4, a lot of sort of, yeah, that's those three there, really garagey sort of bands. Cassanovas, the Datsuns, so there's some New Zealand stuff on here actually, that's interesting. Rolling Stones. Rolling Stone magazine said, yeah, the Datsuns are New Zealand. Oh, there we go, look at that. And the D4 were a New Zealand band. Division of Laura Lee, International Noise Conspiracy, Warped, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, and Cato's Salsa Experience. I haven't actually listened to this for a long time, so some good stuff on there actually. Yeah, dig the Vines and the Hives, they were good. I think I've even got CDs of both of those bands. Well, maybe not the Vines. I definitely have the Hives. I've got Datsuns, I've got the D4. So yeah, not a bad compilation that. Next we got a John Zorn CD. This is one of his early releases. It's Ganryu Island. John Zorn and Sato Michihiro. Japanese collaboration. Can't pronounce it. So this, yeah, this was released on reissued on a Zadok label. This is from originally, doesn't have the original date, but I'm pretty sure it was way back in the mid 80s. So this was one of his earliest releases. It's pretty minimalist, probably improvised. Not one of my favourites of the Zorn canon, but anyway, I just got it there to fill out my collection. Another compilation. This was a cheap compilation I picked up from the warehouse many years ago. Billie Holiday. This is the only Billie Holiday CD I have, but I didn't actually, if anyone watched my last vinyl reissue, you'll see there was a double vinyl that I picked up of Billie Holiday. Some of her records, some of the tracks are the same as what's on here, but yeah, good. I love Billie. She's got a fantastic voice, very worthwhile. Seem to be picking out a lot of compilations. Here's a American sort of punk compilation, very melodic-y punk, so it's we've got bands like NoFX, Screeching Weasel, some of the ones I'm a bit more familiar with. There's also, yeah, oh yeah, there's a really cool Me First and the Gimme Kimmies, which they do a really cool version of me and Julio down by the schoolyard. That's really cool. That's the highlight of the CD actually. Snuff's Arsehole's quite cool too. Yeah, so this was volume 3. This I picked it up pretty cheap somewhere. Yeah, I don't think I've heard the other volumes, and I certainly don't have them. So here we have a Alligator CD from Alligator Records, Cephas and Wiggins, so acoustic guitar and harmonica blues from 1995. not hugely familiar with this CD, so yeah, good. But there's some pretty awesome stuff out on Alligator Records. And here we have Ryan Adams' Love Is Hell Part 1. Yes, Part 1. So there's 2 CDs. They were only EPs. This is a fantastic CD. Yeah, I haven't listened to it for a while. Yeah, absolutely awesome. This was about his 4th solo release. So yeah, it came out with 2. I've got both of them. It came out 2 EPs on CD. So Part 1 and Part 2. And I think later on they were combined into one release. So I'm looking forward to hearing that again. That is a really good CD. Some krautrock, as they call it. New 2 from sometime in the 1970s. I wonder if it'll tell me. This is a 2001 reissue. Doesn't have the original release date on it. Haven't really had a good listen to this, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully I'll get some time to do it this week. Yeah, awesome. Made from Joy Division, so Closer. Awesome. Looking forward to hearing this. Some fantastic music on this. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, can't go wrong with Joy Division. And finally, and this is quite appropriate, being that apparently yesterday was the anniversary of the passing of our man Frank Zappa, and Mrs. Roddus has managed to pull this out of the CD collection. So you can't do that on stage anymore. Volume 6, this was the final volume I think in the series, so I have all 6 volumes. There's just 2 CDs jam-packed of live recordings from right across his career. So some pretty cool stuff on here, and there's a lot of banter and stuff that obviously is not available on other releases, and I think there's quite a few songs that were on these series that weren't on other ones. I'm not sure if this has got this really cool piece, but it's not on this CD. But, yeah, a great overview of Frank Zappa's music, these CDs, and his live recordings were always done so very well, and as a matter of fact, a lot of his not studio albums, a lot of his general releases were actually recorded live. Excuse me, I still have not managed to get rid of this cough, but I'm just getting better. So, some pretty cool listening for the next week. Let's hope I can get some actual time to get through them all. Because actually a friend of mine dropped around a big pile of SEM jazz CDs for me to have listened to the other night when he came around for a listening session, so I've got quite a bit of those to get through. So anyway, that's Uncle Roddus's random shelf pulls for another week, so we'll see you again next time.